ladies and gentlemen, what is good? What is going on, man? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, host of MOG and Friends podcast. What is going on, guys? It is another Saturday morning. How y'all feeling this Saturday morning? It's another Saturday morning. And you guys already know, man, you got to start your mornings off right with that MOG and Friends podcast. Get your cup of joe, get your bowl of cereal, get your oatmeal, get your whatever you eat in the morning. Get it, because it's time for MOG and Friends, and you guys already know. You got to start your mornings off right, start your weekends off right with the MOG and Friends podcast. And what are we on? Episode 76, man. We climbing up in episodes. I think for our 100th...
That's factual facts.
For real. I think for our 100th episode, we're definitely gonna... It's gonna be a really, really special episode when we get there. That's gonna be later in the year, like maybe September, Demi. Yeah, because like 25 weeks.
Yeah.
24 weeks. That's like about September, October, or something like that. Before the year ends, for sure. We'll definitely do something special. Really excited about that. But yeah, guys. We got another really good show for you guys, man. A lot of good topics, a lot of good things. Me and Demi was definitely just chopping it up a minute ago about some of the topics. It's a lot of great stuff today. A lot of really good topics, man. Really excited. Hope you guys do enjoy for today. We definitely do appreciate everybody that is here, everyone that's going to come through, for everybody watching us on YouTube, watching us on Twitch, and watching us on Periscope via Twitter. Appreciate y'all, man. We really do appreciate y'all. So, yeah, with that being said, let's get into the introductions. It's just me and Demi today. So, you know, my guy's gonna hold it down, man. My boy's definitely gonna hold it down. We got it, man. My boy's gonna hold it down. You guys already know. Right here, man. Demi got reviews in the building. Demi, please introduce yourself and let us know the games you've been playing throughout the week, bro.
Howdy, folks. Thank you for coming out to the show today. What have I been playing this week? I have a list of things I've actually been playing. I've been playing Overwatch, playing with one boy. We going through Grandmaster rank. I also beat Transference. Really cool, really dope outside-the-box horror game. It isn't what you think, but for the most part, it's different. It's unique. You play as three different perspectives. You play as the son, the father, and the mother, and you're going through, like, memories, and you're replaying them and, like, trying to figure out what happened to the relationship between the three. Really interesting. Really dope. What else have I been playing? New Super Mario Bros. U. Anthem, of course. I've been playing this indie game called Shao Nor Legends.
What's it called?
Shao Nor Legends. It's like a Legend of Zelda type game.
Okay, where's that, on the Switch?
Nah, it's on Xbox.
Hey, that's what's up.
What else? I've been playing a lot, man.
Yo, real talk, you have been gaming a lot this week, low key. I've been peeping.
And I've been playing. And I finished Crackdown this week.
Oh yeah, you did. How was that? Give us a quick little. Cause I know you didn't put the review up yet, right? On your channel. All right, so give us clips. Give us a quick little synopsis. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Fun single player, terrible multiplayer.
Oof.
Aged. Still in the shadow of itself, but still has room for potential.
Okay.
And I got the DMCs ready for a Twitch stream event that I'm preparing soon. And I just started Final Fantasy 13 also.
On Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
I might give those games a second chance, man.
I bought Final Fantasy 9 on Xbox as well.
Okay.
And that's about it.
That's what's up, man. That's a lot of games. That's a lot of stuff right there. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. You've definitely been gaming more than me this week. For me, if you follow me on Twitch, then you definitely know what I've been playing this week. What have I been playing this week? Call of Duty. We definitely been playing that COD, and besides COD, we definitely have been playing Uh, a little bit of Kingdom Hearts. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't finished Kingdom Hearts yet. My reason for that is because I just I don't want it to end, so I'm kind of just sitting on it. Pause. So yeah, I did play a little bit of Kingdom Hearts. I'm at the end though. I'm at like at the very end. And I played a little bit of Metro Exodus this week. Really good, really dope. I'm really liking it a lot actually. What else did I play? I didn't start Anthem last night. Last night I ended up like falling asleep. Well, actually, no, I ended up playing COD and then I fell asleep. But today I'm definitely on that Anthem all day. But
as you should be.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, that's all I've really been playing this week, man. It hasn't really been a crazy week for me. It really has been like a really chill week in terms of gaming. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, like with that being said, man, let's get into the show. Some topics this week. So Dem, you seen the Pokemon trailer, right? Yes.
Yeah, I have.
Yes, you did. Of course. I'm pretty sure you did. So the Pokemon trailer, when they first, Pokemon trailer I think came out last year, like November or something like that. That's when the trailer first came out. But you know, I mean when I seen the trailer too, and it was pretty good. But this article that I'm about to show y'all right now, it kind of had me thinking, like, you know, in terms of like how the characters look in real life, because pretty much the gist of the article is, you know, the writer feels that, you know, they thought that they wanted a real life Pokemon game, movie, but after seeing some of the Pokemon, they're like, nah. And one of the Pokemon that he's speaking of is Lickitung. If you don't know who Lickitung is, Lickitung comes from, oh my god, I'm about to get exposed. Is it the Johto region?
I believe it's Gen 2.
Yeah, I think it's Gen 2 Johto. I think it's Johto. I could be wrong.
It's been a while, bro, so yeah, I can't follow you.
I don't remember Lickitung being in the original. I don't remember him being in the original Pokemon, like the original lineup. So I'm gonna assume that it's Johto, cause yeah. So that's Lickitung, as you can see. I want to play the video. Are they gonna let me play it? Nah. Okay, I just want to go to the part with Lickitung so we can show it. Where is it? Oh, there you go. Oh no, where is it? There we go. All right. What's your thoughts, Demi? I need your thoughts on this, man. Like how he look. I ain't gonna front.
It's creepy, bro.
I can't front.
I accepted Mr. Mime, but I don't know if I can accept this one.
Yo, listen, man. I seen this and I was like, because I read the article first. Like I looked at the picture, but then I read the article and I was really reading and trying to understand like where the writer was coming from. And I'm thinking about it and I'm like, yeah, I don't think some of these Pokemon are gonna translate well in like a real life setting. Especially like, imagine if Jinx was in here. No. Yeah, Lickitung looks really creepy. Like really, really.
Bro, not even Greninja looks that bad, and he uses his tongue as like a scarf.
Yeah.
It just looks awkward, bro.
Yeah, and the tongue looks so real. Like they really, like, cause like Lickitung looks, he's still like, you could tell he's animated, but the tongue looks so real, bro. And it just, I don't.
There's a lot of Pokemon I don't want to see like in real life. Just like I don't want to see Jinx.
Yo, Jinx would not fly on the big screen, bro.
No,
that can't happen ever.
That can't happen
ever.
Just like I don't want to see Executor on the screen either.
Executor, yeah.
I don't want to see that. Who else? I don't want to see like Ghastly or Boo or any like the Ghost Pokemon. It's just some weird ones out there, like Ghastly the Ice Cream one.
Ghastly would look so weird, bro, because he would like be so. Nah, I can't mess with that either, man. No.
It's gross, bro. I can't do it, bro. Like it's awful. I just cannot. Bro, it's like seeing a liquor from Resident Evil, like in real time, bro. It's
yeah, I agree. It's I'm not feeling it. I I don't think they're gonna take Licky Tongue out because I don't think this is gonna gain that much traction to where we gotta redo the movie. But in the movie theater, I am gonna be like, ugh, like,
bro, Mr. At one point, I was like, if they got Mr. Mime in this movie, then I'm gonna cringe a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm fully accepting of Mr. Mime more than I am Licky Tongue.
Well,
and Mr. Mime looks great though. He looks like an old guy.
Mr. Mime looks great. Oh, Dragon Sword said Licky Tongue is Gen 1. Okay.
Oh, Gen 1?
Wow, I thought he was Gen 2, no lie.
Oh, man, that's even worse.
Hey, yo, we was watching this Pokemon back when we were kids. Like, this looks great, Mom. Look.
Bro, I never like looked at it that way now, but as we were younger, how do we let this fly, bro?
I don't know how we let this fly. I'm gonna be honest with you. Thinking back, well, did they really show Licky Tongue that much in Pokemon?
They did show Licky Tongue that much,
but like enough to where we just like, enough. Like, did we really see Licky Tongue that much in Gen 1?
Nah, they didn't. There was only certain Pokemon where I was like, enough of this.
I need to know who these Pokemon are. I'm curious.
Wobbuffet was one for sure.
Wobbuffet. Oh, from okay, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
The little he looked like a deflated balloon.
Yeah, Wobbuffet, Ditto.
Ditto, really?
Yeah, Ditto really got on my nerves when I was a kid.
I'm curious, why did Ditto get on your nerves?
It was just pink slime, bro, that could mimic everybody.
It was Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Play-Doh with a face.
And he come out like this stupid smiley face, and I'm just like, enough of this guy here.
Okay.
And who else? Psyduck, surprisingly.
You know, at first Psyduck annoyed me, but once they started letting him like getting his powers fully realized and him doing what he's doing, I actually liked him.
Psyduck was definitely somebody that annoyed me. And Ekans. Ekans was somebody that annoyed me too.
I used to hate how Ekans would come out. Ekans. Yo, that joint used to annoy me because it was like every time T-Rock could come through, Ekans. I'm like, yo, really? Are you really out here like talking like that, bro?
Bro, he'll say, or he'll like slither Ekans or like Charbok or something. Bro, I hate it.
Oh my God.
I hated it too with the passion, bro. Charbok. I really did. Charbok.
One of the Pokemon that I really like just didn't like, it really got on my nerves after a while was Togepi. I got tired of it. I really did because I'm just like,
Togepi was annoying too.
I'm just like, dude, like evolve or get the fuck off the show, bro. Like just choose one and leave, man. Like
especially half shell Togepi. Oh my God,
dude, he like because like the way Misty kept babying him and Togepi. I'm like, all right, man. Like this is y'all killing me with this, man. Can we move on? I'm so glad he evolved and dipped off.
That's it.
Yeah, that's one of the few. You know what? I didn't like Geodude. I liked Onyx, but not Geodude at first. I like his evolved form when he turns into, what is it, Golem?
Bro, you know, Geodude just reminds me of like a really like brolic skinny dude, bro. If you really look at it, it's like one of them dudes, you know, like, he's hella skinny.
Yeah.
But he got like muscle.
Yeah. He got like that big muscle like around his neck.
Yeah, just look at it and imagine Geodude in a white beater.
Ah, chill, man. Yo, I don't want to picture that. Imagine Geodude with a white beater with some legs. Like, hey, yo.
Mad skinny, but he know how to fight.
Yeah. I ain't gonna front. I wouldn't want to fight Geodude because anybody that could move around without no legs like that, that's a dude you ain't trying to fight, bro. That's a problem right there. Oh God!
I'm about to punch the soul out of you.
All right, so let's move on, man. Pokemon the movie comes out May 16th. I'm seeing it. Are you seeing it, Demi? The movie?
I'm seeing it.
Yeah, cool. I think we might have to do a little spoiler cast on that, kind of talk about it. We'll see. But yeah, let's move on. So some sad news came down upon us yesterday. February really, I think February, and I asked this question yesterday. Is February the worst month that we've had in like a couple years in terms of gaming? Can you think of a worser month than February, Demi?
Let me see. I don't think there's been any month that had this kind of traction like this.
It's been like nonstop.
It was hella negative.
It's been like negative all year, bro. Like I mean,
multiple meh to decent games and people retiring.
Yeah. Speaking of retiring, let me hit it right on the head. Reggie Fils-Aimé, he is going to be leaving Nintendo. He's retiring from Nintendo. His last day is going to be April 15th, 2019. He's been working with Nintendo for 15 years and 13 years as his current role as the head of Nintendo America. You know, this one kind of, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't expecting this. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, that one kind of stung.
Hi,
Nintendo fans.
It hit me hard. Like,
I wasn't expecting this at all. Like, this really, really threw me off. He had a little message. He had a goodbye message. Should we play that? No, we don't got to play that.
Nah, we ain't got to play that.
But,
he said he's spending time with his wife and kids. And, you know, he's had a great run and he's enjoyed everything he's done with Shigeru Miyamoto and everybody over at Nintendo Japan also. But the interesting thing here, because we haven't hit the actual topic, we're bringing in the golden age of Nintendo. We're bringing in the golden age, Persona.
Yeah.
Reggie is being presidented by Doug. You ready, guys? Doug Bowser.
That's his real name, too.
That's not a joke. That's his real name. And you know how he came into the picture, bro, saying thank you for the warm welcome? He had Mario and Luigi tied up.
Yeah, that was...
with a Nintendo cable. That is hilarious.
That was so great. That was so great, man. That was great. Like, he really... I feel like he's definitely gonna do good.
He's gonna be a great guy. I'm excited to see. Yeah. Like, if we can get a solo Bowser game because he's here now, that would be great.
So Doug Bowser, he was he currently is the senior vice president of sales and marketing. He's going to be taking over the role as head of Nintendo America. That obviously becomes effective April 15th. Would you say that Reggie definitely pulled Nintendo out of a rut? Because Nintendo was in like a serious rut last generation with the Wii U. So bad to where even third-party developers weren't working with them. They stopped really making exclusives. Like it slowed down tremendously.
They were in a heavy rut.
Yeah,
a heavy one. And I will say this: Reggie has like some serious gall, some serious like serious gall, because he was one of the people that was like saying that the Game Boy Advance and GameCube connection was better than Xbox Live and like PSN at one point.
Yo, hold up. Reggie, what you talking about, bro?
Hey, bro, that takes some gall, bro.
Yeah, that takes a lot of gall for that.
Hey, you said it on stage, like, yo, you had to keep a straight face and like really sell this product, bro.
Hey, he took a beating with the Wii U, man. He had to eat all of that. But they definitely did bounce back though. They bounced back tremendously with the Switch. Switch right now is at 30 million, I think, sold in 2 years. 30
Just
million?
about.
That's crazy. So yeah, it's definitely on track to be like a really good hybrid console and whatnot. I'm interested to see what Doug is going to bring to the table. Based off the pictures of what we've seen or whatever, it does look like he's going to be a pretty dope CEO.
It seems like he's in tune with the crowd. Like they know, like he knows what they want.
Listen, with a name like Bowser, listen, man, you can't
let the people down, bro. Like you have to be such a heel, but be good at your job at the same time.
Yeah, you definitely do.
I hope when if he does a Nintendo Direct, like he's dressed up as Bowser at one point.
Yo, real talk. If he ever does that, he's forever good in my book with that. But in terms of like games and stuff like that, we know Reggie's got some stuff in the pipeline, so I don't think we'll see Doug and like a full form Doug Bowser probably till like next year. In terms of like what he's gonna do with games and deals and stuff like that, because a lot of this stuff is already set in stone with the third-party deals, especially with the Direct that just happened last week. So I think when he assumes his role, he's really just going to be overseeing what's already been established in terms of Reggie. But I feel like next year, maybe the end of next year, or like the year after or something like that, we may see what he's gonna really do. So it's gonna be some time. It's gonna be some time.
I just want to say, man, like a lot of the Nintendo legends are leaving us, man.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Iwata. He passed away a couple. What was it? 2 years ago.
Rest in peace. Reggie going, man.
Yeah.
The day Shigeru retires, bro, I think I'm gonna have to take a break.
I mean, all the legends from all of them are gone, man. The legend himself, Donnie Matrick. My man's just gone.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Jack Trenton. Yo, real talk. Jack Trenton leaving, that one hurt. Because I'm like, damn, man. Like, you really been around for a long time, man. Like, why you leaving? And his reasons was the same thing. You know, he wanted to go on and do more things. And he feel like he's done, you know, what he was going to do.
You know, a lot of them say when they retire, I want to spend more time with my wife, kids, and family. And it makes me think, like, yo, they really don't be seeing their family like that.
No, they don't.
You sitting in the office all day, suit on, tie on.
Well, when you're the head of an entire company, you know,
that has to be pressure.
Yeah.
Like,
there's definitely a lot of pressure from that. So, you know, I'm
what's your next move, Mr. President?
Sitting by the red phone, sweating.
Get Luigi on the phone.
Oh my god. But yo, man, Reggie, if you're watching this, man, we definitely appreciate everything that you've done. You know, go be with your family, man. Your family come first. Real talk.
You finally you've earned it. You given a great 15 years. Do your thing, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely we definitely happy about that, man. So go ahead and do what you got to do, man. You got Nintendo set for at least another year.
Mr. Bowser, now's your time. We're finally bringing in the Dark Age. Let's do it.
Go ahead and make Bowser canon.
Bruh, no more. No.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Google. Let's talk about this, Demi. So it's been a long. Google has been rumored to want to dip its toes into the gaming industry at a level beyond their somewhat disconnected Android platform. Now it seems the company is finally ready to reveal those plans to the world at large, sending out a fairly detailed free invite to an announcement on March 19th. Now, we do know that Google was experimenting with a streaming service, Demi, when they were streaming Assassin's Creed Odyssey via Google Chrome. Actually,
I hear that was really good.
Yeah, it ran pretty well. So it's not surprising that Google would want to that Google's going to be doing a keynote per se. But just to kind of give us your thoughts, what do you think the plan is? Because it's clear that they more than likely will be going the streaming route, because that seems like what the whole company is moving towards right now. Mm-hmm. What are you expecting from Google on March 19th? What are you expecting? What do you think?
And honestly, if they're like trying to fully step into like the gaming world, I do feel like they're gonna announce a streaming box, or kind of like what Xbox has with Game Pass, something of that nature, and step in that way. It's gonna be like a streaming service, PC and console with this. Well, I think they might just do like an xCloud kind of thing and just announce they have this streaming service available to be used, depending on the platform. Mm-hmm. But I definitely do see them like trying to step in with this heavy streaming based service, and probably doing it for like for the low and the cheap, but still giving you something to play on no matter what. Like it is maybe your phone, maybe the PC, maybe your console. But they're definitely trying to do something like stream heavy related, because they tested the waters with this Assassin's Creed, and they got like a lot of positive feedback. So whatever they're trying to do, they're really trying to step forward with that kind of like project and notion.
My only worry when it comes to Google, and when this, not to bring up another topic that we're going to talk about, but I'm just going to use this for comparison. My worry with Google is, looking at how YouTube is turning into what YouTube is turning into, I'm worried for Google really stepping into the mainstream of gaming, because Google is a huge force when it comes to gaming. Well, not gaming, when it comes to them as a company, they are a huge force. They got a lot of money. They can really throw money around and do things like that. Google stepping into a realm that's mostly been dominated by, you know, Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation. Um, it's gonna be interesting to see having all these cooks in the kitchen, just because no one's gonna have 50 different streaming services. You know, Game Pass, and what are you gonna do? You're gonna give it a Game Pass to pay Google and play the same games? Like, what I want to see from Google is something new. Like, are you gonna have your own developers developing games specifically for your streaming service, so that can pull customers in? Because if I can play, I'll just use Call of Duty for an example. If I can play Call of Duty on, and let's just use the streaming services as an example. If I can play Call of Duty on PS Now, Game Pass, and Google streaming, and whatever streaming, EA streaming, whatever. If I can play this one game on all these different platforms, but they all still have the same price, $10 a month, $5, whatever, why am I going to leave the comfort of my Xbox interface and what I'm already used to come to you? Or if I'm using PlayStation, or if I'm using PS Now, why am I going to use the comfort of PS Now, something that I'm comfortable with using, to come to you? What are you offering that's different? Because it can't just be what we're already getting. Because if that's the case, no one's going to that. Because we already have the places that are already offering those same things. So I feel like Google needs to come into the mainstream of gaming, because they got the app stuff. Them and Apple, they bump heads with the whole app stuff. That's them. Like they run that realm. But now you're getting into a different realm of gaming where you really have to like be different. Like you can't just come, hey, look guys, we're Google, we got a streaming service, come join us. No. It doesn't work like that. You really do have to bring something different to the table that's going to say to a consumer, hey, look, we got this. Kind of like what Epic's doing against Steam. Kind of, I can see Google doing that. Like, hey, look, guys, we'll have.
They're gonna do their own launcher.
Well, their own launcher, but also I feel like they'll have special deals where and this is an entirely different realm of gaming that I hope we don't go. But with all these other companies coming in, I feel like I feel like the industry could kind of slip into this realm. But just hear me out for a second, Demi. Say Assassin's Creed comes out, right? A new Assassin's Creed game. They say, hey, look, Assassin's Creed is going to be third party, but for this first year, you can only play Assassin's Creed on Google streaming service.
I mean, we already have that now, technically. We already have that now through, like, certain developers will do that.
But would developers withhold, like, for instance, Metro? You can still play Metro on PlayStation and Xbox the same day as everybody else. Even though it is exclusive to the Epic launcher, consoles isn't affected by this.
No, but let's say if the Assassin's Creed did pull that off, like, it's only exclusive to Google, I can't see that happening because Ubisoft wouldn't let that fly like that. Just because they have the Ubi launcher.
True.
Now, if it's a third party game where like they sign off that people probably may not look into, like let's say Darksiders for example, because that hit like Origin Access a month after its release.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say Darksiders went like exclusively to like a Google platform, then I could be like, okay, now they're trying to do something. Now they're trying to pull people in. But at the same time, it's a game like that going exclusive to this new streaming service or this new platform. It also will hurt sales for them, like big time.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, while it's an established series, you're going to a non-established platform that we don't know like that yet.
Mm.
And let's say it does go into a streaming realm where a lot of people probably can't handle this. And a lot of people do have good internet, but sometimes the streaming services aren't always handled or capable.
Yeah.
So you taking exclusive, like you have an exclusive game, you're going into a new platform, and you're just a streaming based service. I don't see that fully working out. And it seems like we're going into this streaming realm, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, but the thing about that is when we like, yes, I feel like we are going into that streaming role regardless of how I feel, how you feel about it. Like it's gonna happen. But I feel like when you have too many streaming services to choose from, there has to be something set in place to set these streaming services apart. Do you agree? Do you agree with that, Demi?
Oh, I completely agree. If I'm getting like hella deals from Game Pass, and if I'm getting hella deals from PS Now, what are you gonna give me that's the initiative to be different from everything else? You can get new stuff on Origin Access, and that'll give you like the benefit if you really love EA games and you really want to play them early, or if you really want to play Ubisoft games, like you can get the Ubi launcher. Or if you really care about like, getting some money back, or like really supporting developers, you can get it from the Epic Store and whatnot. But at the end of the day, if I have like Game Pass and PS Now, what else are these streaming services or these launches going to do for me that's different from everybody else?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's where those third-party deals start coming into play, to where they'll say, hey, look, like I can see them saying, hey, look, you can either buy the game outright for $60 and play it, you buy it for whatever platform you want, $60, or you can spend $10 a month and play it for free, play it for $10 a month, play the entire game at Google. So I feel like the game itself will still be third party, and the usual platform of how we buy games, where like you spend $60, you get the game. I feel like that won't change, but in the streaming realm, I feel like there'll be exclusive deals where it's like a year-long exclusivity, or 30 days, 60 days, whatever, 90 days exclusivity, where you can play the game on a paid streaming service. So regardless if you have Game Pass or not, Game Pass won't be able to get the game on their streaming service for 90 days, but Google has it for the 90 days that, so where, people want instant gratification, people want to be able to play games. So I feel like that business model, is what they'll use to kind of get, because it's a lot. We've got Game Pass, PS Now Google, Amazon saying they're getting in, EA, Ubisoft said they're getting in on it. Isn't Nvidia or something like that, some other service getting into it as well?
Nvidia has a service already, but I don't know. Like I think it was exclusive to Shield or something like that. I'm not too sure.
So that's how I see it. I see them using the third party, using those marketing deals in that manner. Which, honestly, man, it's too much. You throwing the community into a disarray.
Cause it's way too much.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that. I mean, obviously, all this is hypotheticals, guys. None of this is factual.
But
yeah, none of this is facts.
Let's look at it like this. I pay for Netflix and Hulu already. That's $20. Well, that's like $18 because I pay for like the Hulu with commercials. But I pay also for like Apple Music and I do pay for Game Pass. Bro, I'm already like what 30, 48. Like, bruh,
that's $40, bruh. Just
that's 40 straight. So let's say, oh man, because I eventually want to get in the PS Now. That's like what 10, 20 for that. So that's like 60 already. And let's say, because I'm a fan of Ubisoft games. Oh man, they add something. I'm not paying for Origin Access like that or EA Access, so I can skip that. But let's say, oh, Google does have something I want to try out, or I want to see how it runs. It's another 10, bro. I can't be like dropping.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like $70 for monthly subscriptions.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, man. Like you come out, if you're trying to support all the streaming services, you coming out to like $100, especially if they start doing exclusive deals like that.
Yeah,
you're gonna be spending like $100 a month just to keep all the streaming services, just so that you don't miss out on no games. That's a lot of money, man.
That's bread. You're spending a lot of money.
And granted, if you bought 2 games at $60, it still comes out to more. But you kind of, I don't know. I don't know. The streaming service stuff, I'm really very on the fence about this stuff. It's not something that I personally will support like in its entirety, especially going into next gen. No.
Okay, so if they go with the Game Pass route with things where I could download it, great. Because I wouldn't have an issue with that. But at the same time, I'll have an issue with it because now we're stretching ourselves out because now we have a bunch of streaming platforms and a bunch of like subscription-based platforms that I have to pay just to try out these games for.
But see, that's the thing, and I think that's the thing that makes PlayStation and Game Pass so much better and a little bit different. And even EA Access and Origin Access and all that stuff that makes that stuff ahead of the curve. The issue with that is if they're the way Google and all these different places are trying to advertise their service, they're trying to advertise it as you can play anywhere, anytime you want, regardless, via streaming. Now, when you start downloading games, now the game is dependent on the hardware that you are or that you have on your platform, whatever it is, PC, whatever, which a lot of games may not be able to handle. So it turns into okay, now we're not just streaming, now we can download the games, but if your hardware allows that. So that adds another hiccup to someone that's just trying to play the game, especially if they, have bad internet and their hardware isn't the best. What are they going to do? You feel me? So I feel like Game Pass and PS Now are ahead of that because the games are already built from the ground up for Xbox and PlayStation. So they can enable the feature of you being able to download the game and you wouldn't have to worry about the game not running as efficiently as possible because the hardware is already optimized for it.
I agree.
March 18th, that's gonna be 19th. March 19th. Sorry, March 19th is the Google keynote. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens.
I'm curious.
Yeah,
I'm very curious.
Yeah, let me switch my words because I'm not excited. I'm curious because I'm not excited for the streaming stuff. I'm not, honestly, guys.
If they announce like a dedicated box to like where you can download stuff, I'm very curious. Very curious. But if it's like straight up streaming, you lost me.
You lost me, Chief. I'm curious. I am curious. I'm curious to see what happens. I'm curious to see what they say.
That price would be talking right if you're doing like a streaming service though.
Oh yeah, it can't be no more than $10 a month. If it's any more than $10
I say 10, 15 minimum. That's it.
Nah, 15. You go into different.
Because you pay on Origin Access, you pay 15 a month.
This ain't Origin Access, Chief. This is a whole new.
This is something new. Yeah, this is something new. So like, it has to be the right price.
Not only that, this is like a whole new competitor. You can't come and talk about $20 a month because he does it. Oh no, Chief. You got to come in low. You got to come in real low. But you're trying to gain the public eye.
This Google, so you know what they doing, man.
Man, listen, man. They're coming into an already dominated territory as a new competitor. It's gotta be right. The price, 15, I think is pushing it. 10, I'm like, okay, because it's in line with everything else. 5 would even be like, all right.
I hope they do like an odd number, like get this for like $12.99. Just
yo, listen, come out here with the retail pricings, $12.99.99. Like what?
Bro, like, excuse me, $13.
What are you talking about, Chief? But yo, let's move on. So, hold up, what are we doing next? All right, let's get. I didn't want to talk about this because we've talked about Fortnite and these dances for so long, so many podcasts, man. I really, really didn't want to talk about this, but then I'm like, you know what? I just want to get everybody's thoughts real quick, just because we did speak so heavily about it and we all had our opinions on it. I just wanted to get. I do want to know what our thoughts are on. Okay, so pretty much Carlton, a.k.a. Alfonso Ribeiro, he applied to copyright the Carlton dance, and they denied him. They were, as we all pretty much said they were. And so one of the people from the copyright office, her name was Saskia Florence. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. She pretty much said the dance sways their hips as they step from side to side while swinging their arms in the air, exaggerating in an exaggerated manner. In the second dance step, the dance takes 2 steps to each side while opening and closing their legs and their arms in unison. In the final step, the dancer's feet are still in a lower, one hand from above their head to the middle of their chest while fluttering their fingers. The combination of these 3 dance steps is a simple routine that is not registrable as a choreographic work. So you cannot you cannot copyright it. Also, furthermore, the copyright office says that Roberto's argument that he performed the dance nationally recognized on his TV show Dancing with the Stars might actually make the opposite point he wants. In a refusal, correspondent at Copyright Examiner says the internet research states the choreographic partners for celebrities, the people who do the actual dancing with the stars, make up the choreography. Ergo, Roberto would not be the person to lay claim to the copyright. Meaning, meaning he, even if the copyright claim were to be accepted, he wouldn't be the recipient of any type of financial gain.
He'd be an NBC would.
Yeah. NBC and the choreographers of the dance. So he wouldn't see anything anyway. What's your thoughts on this one?
I felt like this was going to happen, and I did some digging and research about this, like, way back, and I actually meant to bring it up. But I already knew, like, a lot of them weren't going to get paid for this. Well, I knew specifically Alfonso Ribeiro was going to get paid for this because it's mainly just going to NBC. He can't copyright it, and it was a show. It was on a dance that was on a show copyrighted by NBC. So I knew the recipient was going to be the big television publisher instead of him. And it's messed up as it is. That's business. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to seem like the bad guy, like I'm phasing it away, but geez. I knew this big commotion for these dancers were dying down eventually because I hadn't heard anything about it for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we hadn't heard anything about anyone, not even 2 Milli. We haven't heard anything, and it's been a couple months, right? It's been like 2 months, 3 months. We haven't heard anything. Although things in court normally move slow, especially things like this when they don't want to, they ain't trying to get no money. It's definitely gonna move slow. But we all had already agreed that you can't copyright this stuff because it's not a choreography. So it's just, some dance moves. So that part we already knew. I mean, shout out to Alfonso for trying to do it anyway. You ain't gonna let nobody stop him. So I respect that. You got heart. But this, this also kind of puts a dampening too because Epic's lawyers moved to dismiss the case because the copyright claim did all the work for the lawyers. Why are you suing us for something that ain't yours? So the case is going to get dismissed.
I said this was going to happen. Either it was going to get dismissed or they were just going to pay straight up. And we seen what's about to happen. Now, in the case of 2 Milli and like JB, that's a different argument. Mm-hmm. Because those are their dances. But for everybody else, especially Alfonso Ribeiro, I already knew that was going to be like a mix-up ordeal, especially with like him, like it was like created on the Fresh Prince, and then he still does it, but it's strictly from the Fresh Prince, from him. So it was up in the air, like who's going to get paid from this, regardless. But sure. That's the price we take.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Moving on. I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Hey, Scalebound coming to the Switch. Listen, oh boy. So there's been multiple reports, but this is the originator, Nintendo Insider. They're the ones that started this whole thing, and he says, "I have confidence in my resources that is to report." Hold on. Let me highlight this. I'd like y'all to know. I have confidence in my resources to report that it is my understanding that Scalebound has been resurrected as a project to be released as the Nintendo Switch exclusive. Given Microsoft's previous involvement, it remains unclear to whether development has been completely rebooted from scratch or at the least its ambition scaled back. Seeing as it's now destined for the nimble but less powerful portable home console. They also pointed out that the Scalebound IP has not been renewed by Microsoft, meaning that the IP is up for grabs by anyone. But before you jump into it, Demick, I know you want to talk about this. The former creative producer of it, he said, shit, I don't know. I don't work there anymore and haven't talked to anyone about it. But I'd highly doubt that this is a thing. But let's focus on this, where where is it? I'm on Nimble's site. He said something. Let me look for it. But Demi, give me your thoughts on this, man. Scalebound coming to the Switch, bro. Like, do you believe that this is happening?
Listen, I'm gonna say this, man. Camilla didn't like working on the project alone. It stressed people out. People didn't want to like push. They was pushing too hard on this by itself, especially with the multiplayer. And with the way Switch handles games, I don't see this game being like ran good on the Switch. It didn't run great on Xbox already, so I don't see why people like so hype about. I understand Scalebound was a hype game, but imagine this running on the Switch. Oh my god, dude, it's about to be terrible. Awful.
El horrible.
Awful.
Well, I feel like if they scale it, because, Monster Hunter Double Cross runs on the Switch. So I feel like if they scale it back a little bit, I feel like it probably could. Like if they build it from the ground up with the Switch.
Okay, first of all, let's run that back. Because you said Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Double Cross.
Isn't that on the Switch?
Yes, but it's an older looking Monster Hunter game.
Oh, true.
You see, Monster Hunter World didn't hit the Switch for a reason.
Oh, nah. Monster Hunter World could I'm sorry, guys. That can never be on the Switch. That game is way too massive.
And I'm a firm supporter of the Switch. I actually like the Switch. But we got to be realistic here. There are games on the Switch currently that run terribly. Game Ex Machina is one of them.
Yeah.
What was that game? The Xenoblade, whatever game.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicle X, I think.
Yeah. That game took some heavy dips. So I can't be too excited to be like, yeah, Scalebound back. As much as I want this game, I honestly I can't like go through like it suffering terribly by running bad just to say it's out,
Yeah.
Listen, as much as this game would have been awesome, let's let this game just be in the past.
I think people really wanted Scalebound, man. Honestly, Scalebound looked really promising. I'm gonna be honest, because it really had my attention. Great. So I think a lot of people are just mad. A lot of people are mad at the fact that it got canceled. A lot of people are mad at the fact that
I understand. Like it gets canceled for something else. It gets canceled for like a mediocre title. I completely understand, guys. But to say like we're hoping that it gets on the Switch, bro, I can't be like excited for that. And I'm somebody that doesn't care for like how games run, like how it dips. But at the same time, it's like.
You can't ignore that, though, because even on the Xbox, it was very noticeable, the issues that were within the game.
Because I remember the tech demo they showed at E3, bro. I'm like, oh, man, this doesn't look good.
Take that back to the shop.
Yeah, bro, I remember the tech demo from Gamescom. I remember the tech demo from E3. I'm like, this doesn't look promising.
Yeah.
And it was going to be a dope concept, of course, but it just, I don't know, I just can't, like, the Switch excitement is, like, throwing me off because they would have to optimize the hell out of that game and do like a lot of cutbacks.
Unless they stream it.
I mean,
listen, man.
Listen. Like when I seen the rumor, I'm like, I have to take this like a huge grain of salt. I'm not feeding into any more rumors, bro.
I mean, I like the rumors because it's good to speculate, but some rumors are a bit like crazy, like outlandish, like what are you talking about? But I don't know if especially if Microsoft doesn't own the IP, I can see it. I can see someone from Nintendo or someone picking this up and putting this on the Switch. I can see it happening.
If it happens, I'll try it out. I'll eat my crow and happily eat it.
You gotta make sure you fry up the crow, bruh.
Bake. We eating healthy out here, Chief. You gotta bake it.
Oh yeah, bake
do,
it.
Do like a nice little hollandaise sauce.
Yeah.
But and if it doesn't, then I'll be like, damn, look at life.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't.
Are you excited for it to come to the Switch?
Huh?
Are you excited for it coming to the Switch?
This is my thing. If it comes to the Switch with the same online capabilities like how it had with the Xbox version, I'm not, because how the hell I'm not communicating through no phone. So like, how's that going to work? You know, that's my thing. If it comes back as like a single player only game and they make it into like more of an RPG style game, I'm fine with that and I'm cool with it. And like, you know, you can control dragons or whatever the case may be. I'm cool with them going in an entirely different direction and making it an RPG. I'm cool with that. Fine. Do that. I would actually love to see how that would work. But if you're following the same blueprint of the Xbox version with online and 4-player co-op and invading other people's worlds and all, no. I'm not for that at all. Because Nintendo has yet to show us that they are capable of doing an online of that caliber. Just look at Nintendo's online now. Speaking of Nintendo and Microsoft,
that doesn't sound like happiness to me. Doesn't sound like excitement.
I'm not going to. Listen, I can't be excited for something that I don't know if it's true or false. No one can.
But what? Scalebound.
I don't listen.
I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. You know, it could really excite me if it actually got like told it was coming back, bro.
What?
Fable Legends.
Coming back on the Switch or just coming back?
Coming back in general.
You know, like aren't they making a new one though?
Yeah, yes, they are making a new one. But I'm saying, like, as a D&D player, that was so good to me, bro.
Yeah.
That's like the one thing that could, like, oh my god. Not even for like Phantom Dust could do that for me.
I'd be excited. I would definitely give it a try. I would want to see what it looks like first because, you know, they got rid of Fable Legends, and that looked pretty interesting, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, damn, you getting rid of games that are interesting. What else are you doing? So, you know, it'd be interesting to see how that happens. But we'll see. But sticking on the topic of Nintendo, best friends, Nintendo and Microsoft. Rumor, guys. This is a rumor. Let me highlight that so y'all know. This is a rumor, speculation. But it's a lot of people that are good at that, like, you know, leak stuff early that are really sticking with this. So, rumor is Microsoft's bringing Game Pass and published titles to the Switch. Two of the games, notably, that are coming to the Switch is Ori and the Blind Forest and Cuphead. And additionally, the report goes on to say that Microsoft will be leveraging their announced Project xCloud streaming service to bring Xbox One games to the Switch. While the Switch can't natively play, as a hypothetical example, Gears 5, it could stream it over the internet. This will be done through Game Pass, which allows players to subscribe to a service to access a Netflix-style library for games. Oh, boy. Also, it says that the report states that Microsoft is looking into publishing some of their own catalog to the Switch in the form of actual ports. This is no way strange for Microsoft, who has dabbled in things like letting out Rare for games on Nintendo systems and developing and publishing games on Nintendo consoles such as Minecraft. Microsoft-owned developers like Ninja Theory and Obsidian are still self-publishing their games on the Switch and other systems as well. Demi, I need your thought. I need you to break this down for me, bro.
Slap in the face.
But this is my question. As an I don't want to call you an Xbox guy, but as someone that prefers Xbox, someone that has supported Xbox as heavily as you've had over the years, what does hearing this news do for you? How do you feel hearing this type of news?
Listen, I'm gonna be as straight up honest as possible. From a consumer standpoint, this is a great ordeal. This is something that, yeah, everybody eats, everybody's winning. You get the chance to play everything. That's fine. That's perfect. That's wonderful. you have no stock in this company or these companies, period, you're good to go. This is a W for anybody that's a consumer. But from somebody who's supported Xbox and somebody who's like really, my first console at the start of this generation was an Xbox. And as someone who's watched over time, like, okay, I've supported this, I've done this, looking at it from like a business standpoint and whatnot, while it's hitting everything and you're spreading yourself out, I feel like they're giving people no real incentive to get an Xbox. And as like for people who's been supporting Xbox, it's kind of a slap in the face. Especially, like, we don't know the full terms and conditions of this deal yet, but if I guarantee you, if nothing is coming from the other side, from Nintendo, then Xbox gets nothing out of this. And once again, Xbox is left in the dust while Xbox fans just sit waiting. Seriously, I don't get it. I don't understand it, and I'm trying to understand the concept of this.
Just to kind of bring some more clarity to this, also Nimble, well-known person that speaks on all things in the industry. He's been right more times than one about a lot of things that happen within the industry. He's always one of the first people to break news. Pretty much says friend's website Jex Video reports that Ori and Cuphead are headed to the Nintendo Switch. They also reconfirmed the Game Pass Switch rumors, citing their own sources. Also, high-profile Xbox franchise such as Gears, Halo, Forza could end up on the Switch. I feel like as a I don't know, because this kind of leads into a whole nother discussion of, the industry maybe taking a turn for I don't want to say for the worse, because that's not really the right words to use, but those are the words I'm going to have to use. The industry could be taking a turn for the worse. Why? When you look at first off, competition is good. Regardless of what anybody tells you, competition is good in any form, whether it be business, gaming, whatever. Competition is good. Competition is always needed, because competition between companies means better products for the gamers, for the consumers. When it comes to something like this, I don't think this is fueled by competition. I think this is more so fueled as we're just trying to get as much money as possible. Yo, Almighty, what's good, man? We're trying to just get as much money as possible. Microsoft has said time and time again, their visions has shifted, honestly. Because when you look back at the launch of the Xbox, their vision was entertainment all in one place. They wanted the Xbox to be the only one. Remember that, Demi? Xbox was going to be your one-stop shop where you could watch TV, yep, play games, streams, and everything. That was the original vision of Microsoft. That was the vision for the Xbox. They wanted Xbox to be your go-to for everything. As years went on, the vision has shifted. Now the vision is we want people, regardless of what platform they're on, to use our services. The vision went from supporting and giving the Xbox consumer the best experience to giving everybody the Xbox experience.
And that's where my fear came in with Project xCloud and stuff of this nature, bro.
Yeah. Because now when I look at Game Pass, Game Pass being on the Switch, it's like, could it potentially come to PlayStation? I think so, yeah. Now, in this day, yes, I do. Looking at this, yes. I think that it could come to the Switch. But looking at the consumers of Xbox and the people that have supported Xbox through its tough times, because let's be honest, guys, the past couple of years, Xbox been having some tough times, with releasing quality games. Just last year, every game except for Forza reviewed negatively. They really are having a tough time providing quality content. Now, granted, they just purchased all these studios, but in hindsight, they're not purchasing these studios with the Xbox gamer in mind. They're purchasing these studios to pad their library.
Yep.
for everybody else. So it's like, where does that leave the Xbox gamer, the person that supports these products? You know,
the person that invested, the person that bought these consoles, the person. I feel, not only do I feel bad for people that just like they bought 3 Xboxes, went from the base Xbox to the Xbox One S to the Xbox One X, and you have more consoles coming down the line.
But who's gonna like? And that's another thing though, Demi. Next gen is right around the corner. Knowing this, who's gonna buy that? If okay, listen. If Xbox games are coming day and date to the Game Pass, if Game Pass is going to be on multiple consoles now, Switch, it's already on PC. You can download the games and all that other stuff. What is the point of next gen for Microsoft? Not period for Microsoft. What is the point of next gen for Microsoft, Demi? What is your thoughts on that? What is the point of next gen for Microsoft?
To make money.
Would you willingly go out and buy an Xbox knowing this?
No. I have to really just want to get everything again for me to knowing this.
People in the chat, would you go out and buy a next gen Xbox knowing this? Honestly, and this isn't, you know, no fanboy stuff. Like this is serious questions.
If I can get achievements on with these games through other systems or whatever I'm playing on, bro. That's the biggest slap in the face.
I feel it's a huge slap in the face to Xbox gamers. Now,
you're taking away the originality of what you stood for and like vision. It went from we're gonna be all of this in one to now you can play it wherever. And yes, and people were getting at me for saying like it's a stupid idea. It is a stupid idea. Yes, they're branching out and getting more money, and yes, they probably could be pulling people over from the eShop or whatever, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, when it comes to actually being somebody who invested in Xbox, because I invested in Xbox, I still play my Xbox. I'm not getting anything out of this.
You brought up something that actually is a good point, Demi. Where you said that people saying, oh, well, you know, they're getting more money. What is something that people used to always say when it came to sales and stuff like that? Do you work for these companies?
Sales don't matter.
Sales don't matter. Well, you work for these companies. Why do you care about how much money they make? Exactly. How much money? Why do you care how much money they make? I'm going to use that argument right now. As a, you know, listen. I'm gonna take a page from Bari's book. Shout out to Bari. Shout out to Jay Bari, man. Bari says, gaming, and I agree with this 100%. Gaming is a selfish thing. Could you agree with that, Demi? That gaming is selfish, a selfish experience.
Yep.
Okay. So, as a consumer, me being a consumer, I'm looking at this as, what about me? What about my exclusive? Like, because people keep preaching this, you know, togetherness and all this in gaming. I listen, you guys really have to stop that because this is competition. And shout out to Jack Move Johnny, man, because Jack Move said the same thing. Jack Move said that whole survive together stuff they were pushing with the crossplay, that killed competition. It really did, because now it's not about putting out the best products. It's just about putting out the products and getting the most money from them. Where's the quality? If you're not putting out a quality product, it's still a shit product. It's still an issue. When it comes to the Xbox gamer, this is an issue. Now, from a consumer standpoint, you don't gotta buy an Xbox to play their games anymore. You can play it from your Switch, from wherever. So yeah, the convenient factor is great. The convenience is great. But again, as an Xbox consumer, what are your thoughts? to any people that support Xbox and buy their games and stuff like that, what are your thoughts? It's terrible. Like, yo, listen. We'll have to see how things unfold, but Listen, guys, next gen is looking very, very interesting right now. The way the industry
is. I think they took that term "survive together" a little too literal.
Yeah, for real. But to see, it'll be interesting to see how next gen turns out for the industry, because right now I feel like the industry is in a weird place right now. Like the industry really is in a weird place.
And somebody who enjoys Xbox, I don't want to see them like Sega themselves.
But that seems like the route that they're taking, bruh. I wouldn't be surprised if their games do hit a PlayStation as well. That's the last place they need to go.
The day I see like, the day they say we're going to Game Pass on PlayStation is like the day I know they fully taking the Sega route and bound out like the console cycle.
Can I speak? Can I throw some conspiracy stuff out there real quick?
Go for it.
Yo, all right, guys. Conspiracy persona in full effect. All right, so listen, guys. This is a little conspiracy thing of what I think. Let's go back to crossplay. Let's start from there. With crossplay, Microsoft's seen an opening to pull some steam from PlayStation. That opening was, oh, well, look, guys, we're playing nice with Nintendo. Why can't PlayStation? That was all last year. That was all of last year. And they needed something to kind of put them in a better light, because in 2017, when Phil Spencer did that interview where he was saying single player games don't matter in games like Horizon. Remember that whole fiasco where he was saying Horizon and Zelda, they won't sell as much as multiplayer, and how these games aren't that good and all that. He was saying all this crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they were in a very negative light because of that. So they needed something to put themselves in a good light. Why not attach yourself to a console that is beloved, to a console that's doing good on the up and up, and to also attach yourself to arguably the biggest game of this generation, most popular game of this generation? It was a win-win. So you get the crossplay with Nintendo, and you use that as a means to say, look, guys, PlayStation, they're not for the consumer. They won't let us do crossplay with you. We want to all play together, guys. Survive together. Play together. Right? And so, the whole community is like, oh, PlayStation, why won't you do this? It's got developers. Why won't you do this? Why won't you do that? We need to be able to play together. They're using these arguments like, oh, let's all play together, togetherness, all this other crap, whatever, right? So fast forward to last year's E3. Last year's E3, they show all these Japanese games. They show all these different games. They show that they're trying to diversify their library and all these different things. They purchase all these studios and stuff like that, right? So now they got just as many studios as PlayStation, or almost enough. So now they're pushing off the idea that, okay, now we're going to have a bunch of games just like PlayStation, because now we got all these notable developers under our umbrella, right? Fast forward to now. Xbox they have Game Pass. They can download the games. Actually, no, I skipped one. Game Pass comes out. Okay, let me go back a little bit. Game Pass comes out. Xbox announces that Game Pass is going to have day and date new exclusives gonna be on Game Pass, and you could download the games. So that's the second thing they're trying to use to turn the community and say, well, PlayStation, why aren't you doing the same thing? Remember how people were saying, oh, Game Pass is better because you get to play all your games on Game Pass without having to buy them and all this other stuff? Remember that stuff, Demi?
Mm-hmm.
People are still using that now. What was the argument with Crackdown? Crackdown's a 60, but it's on Game Pass, so that's okay. Like, all that stuff, right? So Game Pass comes out. And Game Pass, day and date with new exclusives. So now you have people looking at PlayStation like, PlayStation, why aren't you doing the same thing? Trying to diminish the quality of the game. Like, no, you're going to pay for this. This isn't coming on PS Now. Rightfully so. Oh, God of War and Spider-Man should have been day and date on PS Now. For what? Go buy the game. So now we fast forward to now. Fast forward to now. So now you have Xbox putting their stuff on Nintendo platforms and stuff like that, and now they're really playing buddy buddy with Nintendo. For what? Because now they're going to have the community looking at PlayStation like, well, now you guys should open up your library to everyone else. The whole point that I'm trying to make is PlayStation's library, PS4 library, is very coveted right now. Like, PlayStation's library is solid. They trying to get them to open that up.
I hear it.
It's some conspiracy shit. Trust me.
I hear it, but I don't know. It didn't sound like it was tacked completely. But I get what you were trying to say. I don't think that's it though. I think like the survive together thing, the crossplay stuff.
Wow, all it takes Steam from PlayStation, bruh. Is it not?
It was, but at the same time, I don't think they're trying to get them to open their library.
So okay, so let me ask you a question. If PlayStation doesn't open their library, are they wrong for that? Like, personally, to you?
No, because you have to have a reason to buy all these consoles. If everything was available on one box, I would just buy one box, wouldn't I?
Facts. That is true. That is true. We'll see what happens. The industry's going into a weird place. Yeah, I don't know. It's
kind of like hip hop where everybody's like so friendly. So beef kind of shocks people a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes beef is orchestrated. Like it's to kind of shock the industry and shake up the industry a little bit. That is true. But let's move on. It'd be interesting to see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. All right, so this is a kind of a new addition, real quick, that we had to add because I really wanted us to talk about this because we originally were going to talk about EA removing a review from a big YouTuber's channel because he supposedly spoke negatively about the game, but it got updated and they pretty much was like he didn't have the watermark or something like that. He was part of the Game Changers and some stuff. It was weird. So
he didn't have a watermark. EA asked him to put the watermark up since they're sponsored. So basically, since he didn't put the watermark up and took the video down, they didn't pay him for it.
Okay. And
so he kind of fooled that and said, "Oh yeah, EA made me take the video down, but Anthem because it was negative when it really wasn't that."
Okay. But that kind of like, so I was scrolling through Twitter this week, and I seen someone like a tweet. You know how now you can see what tweets people like or whatever. It's terrible. Like Twitter, please get rid of that. So I seen somebody like this tweet by this. The tweet is, the woman name is Jessica Bollinger. And it really was interesting, like her dilemma, her situation. And I definitely wanted to talk about it. Just because this is the state of YouTube, guys. YouTube is in a very, very different situation right now. It's crazy. But let's go. So she says, my 5-year-old son does gymnastics and is a happy, sweet, confident boy. YouTube, not advertiser friendly. This happened yesterday. To find the timing on this, very, very disheartening for @YouTube community. So pretty much what happened was all her videos, or a lot of her videos, got demonetized. And so YouTube, with their cocky ass response, I'm sorry, this response is so cocky because they go, hi there. Yo, like, if someone said that to me when I'm pissed off, I'm looking at them like, yo, get out my face. Like, what you mean, hi there? Like, get out of here. So they go, hi there. For reference, over the past few days, we've taken a number of actions to better protect the YouTube community from content that endangers minors. Here's a tweet from Philly D for more context. Like, you couldn't explain it yourself? And then the second tweet is, with regard to the actions that we've taken, even if your video is suitable for advertisers, inappropriate comments could result in your video receiving limited or no ads. The yellow icon. Let us know if you have any questions. Yes, I have questions, YouTube. What are you doing? Like, what is going on here? Then she puts, I have a highly monitored comment section, and many say it is the kindest on YouTube. This makes no sense. Remove the few comments and ban the user. She said, and then YouTube says, just to be super clear, we're not saying anything is wrong with the actual video, and thank you for doing a great job monitoring the comment section. These recent actions are due to the abundance of caution related to content that may endanger minors. Not all channels do moderate, and we've had to take an aggressive approach and more broad action at this time. We've also invested in improving our tools to detect and remove this content, so we rely on your moderation less. Ooh. So pretty much the gist of this is YouTube now will demonetize your video if someone that comes to watch your video puts a negative comment in the comment section. So it's not your fault. It's ultimately the user's fault, but you reap the consequences of what the user is putting in your comment section. So albeit the N-word, some, racial slurs, whatever the case may be, any type of negativity that's deemed negative, if it's put in the comment section, potentially your video could be demonetized. Me and Demi were talking about this earlier, but let's reiterate. Demi, what's your thoughts on this, man?
It's trash. I feel like YouTube has been going down a long rabbit hole for a while now because of what's been going on over there, but I don't like this new route that it's taking. It's getting worse as we speak. It's getting very, very trash, and especially they implemented this one strike system too. That's supposedly supposed to be coming. Like if your channel gets like one strike, it's like grounds for termination or something like that. Like with everything that they were implementing, from like, oh, if this music is detected, you can get a strike on your channel, or we can demonetize you for this. Demonetize you for saying like a curse word accidentally or something. The route that YouTube is taking is not the future I'm liking. And while I love doing reviews, I love doing videos, I'm not liking this route. I've always said this, and I still personally feel this way. I feel like Google has been slowly trying to kill YouTube for a while now. Only pertaining and holding up big channels, ignoring little channels and the complaints. Bruh, like, I don't understand why we're going down this route in this rabbit hole, but I'm not liking anything about this future of YouTube that's coming up. Mm-hmm. First, the donate. Then on top of that, the donations. If you get donated in Super Chat and somebody says something negative, it goes to charity.
Yeah, that's so crazy, man. They really, like... I don't get it, bruh. Like, I really don't get it. Like, I don't understand why.
Charity?
Yeah.
I don't get any of it. Like, help me understand it. Help me to understand it.
I mean, it's like I said it's like what I said earlier. I feel like YouTube doesn't necessarily have any type of direct competition. Now, Twitch is a competition on the level of streaming. Like, I don't think YouTube can touch that when it comes to Twitch. But when it comes to to YouTube, videos and podcasts and all this other stuff, it's unmatched. Like, there is no other site that really provides the level of entertainment that YouTube provides, with all the videos from years back and all these different things that's on the internet now, and funny videos and all this other stuff. There really is nothing out there that can compete with it. So I feel like YouTube knows this, Google knows this, so it kind of gives them free reign to kind of act and act how they want, really, without any type of repercussions. Because where are you going to go to make your money? Where are you going to go to make videos? Where? Tell me where you're going to go. That's what they're saying to you. Where are you going to go? Nowhere. So you're going to deal with it. And it sucks. It sucks really bad. But until that competitor comes along, then YouTube is pretty much free to do what they want. And, a lot of people have their entire lives, their entire livelihoods, their life, everything is through YouTube in terms of like how they make their money, ad revenue, all that other stuff is through YouTube, nowhere else. And you do see a lot of people that, especially in the gaming realm, that are trying to move to Twitch and stream through Twitch and kind of do that more, because you kind of can get more. But for those that were with YouTube through the golden era, they're stuck. because you really can't go anywhere else. So it's messed up that they're doing this. One, because you're trying to police the internet, and it's really hard to do that. And you get situations like this where an innocent YouTuber that YouTubes her kid doing gymnastics is now deemed negative because it's getting negative comments. It's like you can't police all of the internet because it just doesn't work. You can't censor all of the internet. It just doesn't work like that. You know, because then you'll end up censoring everything, and then no one can enjoy anything because then everything's going to be deemed negative. So in this situation, I think YouTube really needs to go back to the drawing board and really evaluate how they are doing business, because really this is just one of many things that YouTube has been doing for the past couple of years, where like they're just slowly killing YouTube. Like, remember, like, you know, I remember when Google first got YouTube, you had to make a Google Plus. Now they're getting rid of Google Plus because no one uses it. I'm like, of course no one uses this. Who the hell is using this?
Google Plus was trash.
No one is using this. For what? So, you know, YouTube just...
Bro, man, look, as someone who really likes YouTube, can we get it fixed, bro? Like, it's already bad enough. Like, we understand y'all care about the money makers instead of the little guys that's trying to come up. But can we get something too? We bust our ass trying to get views out here and work really hard. Like, that's not taking anything away from the bigger names on the platform that's already like established, but we're trying to get up there too. We're trying to work our way up there. And the fact that you make it harder for us every step, while they can just go by easy as possible with the MCN and make it as easy for themselves, it gets incredibly difficult, bro. So come on, man.
Yeah, the little guy really has no place on YouTube anymore, which is sad because, you know, I don't want to take any wink from the big guys, because the big guys at YouTube, they definitely do pull in a lot of the views. But I feel like a lot of the YouTubers that I watch to this day are small YouTube channels. I don't really watch big YouTube channels. So, like, you know, only a few people that I watch Jim Sterling a little bit because he's funny. But like a lot of the smaller, and I watch Black Hokage and the Game of Illuminati. I watch them. I watch Marcus Browley for my tech stuff. You know, I gotta support. I've been supporting Marcus Browley since he was nobody, like for a very, 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 very long time. So I definitely watch him. Unbox Therapy, you know, a couple of those big YouTubers. But then I watch the little guys, like I watch Demi. You feel me? I watch Upchuck. I wouldn't consider Weapon Wheel small, but you know, like more of a smaller scale, like, you know, Weapon Wheel and things like that, or like the little YouTubers. Like I watch little guys, you know, because those are, like, I feel like their content has more substance. It's more passionate. It's more, you know, they're more hungry out here. So I really like, you know, even smaller podcasts. Like I love watching like the smaller podcasts and stuff like that because it's more quality, man. Like I love it. It's better. So
you can it's much more of a, this is who they are before they change.
Yeah. That's really what it is. So like I really can't you know, I really want the little guys to do good. You know, I really want the guys to, I don't want YouTube to forget about the little guys, because honestly, the little guys make up a big portion of YouTube. Like, it's kind of like the whole wealth system within America. Like, you know, the 1% is rich or whatever, and everybody else is, you know, kind of mid-class, lower class or whatever. I feel like YouTube is the same thing, where it's like, you know, I want to say it's probably not 1%, but maybe like, you know, 10% is like big YouTubers, and then it's everybody else. I feel like that's what YouTube is. And again, a lot of the best content that you'll see will be from the little YouTubers, man, because it's passion, man. Like you hear the passion, you see the passion, the hunger. It's good. You feel me? It really is good. So like, you know, I love supporting smaller YouTubers, and I really want YouTube to, you know, not forget small YouTubers and the small guys, because they're very important. But yeah, that's that. Let's move on. So we talked about this a while back when we were talking about remember we were talking about PS Vita last year sometime. When was it? In the summertime or something like? Not summertime, but I think it was like fall or whatever we were talking about.
Let me start pouring out my Henny, dog.
So yeah, man, pretty much we talked about this a while back where we said that the Vita would end production. So pretty much that is happening now. So when is it? In the beginning. Yeah, I can't even talk. So it's estimated that April 2019 is when the production of the Vita will completely come to a stop, but the production of the Vita in Japan should come to a stop in the next couple of days. So Japan is going to be the first place to stop the production of the Vita, and then the rest of the world. So if you don't got a Vita, buy one now, because trust me, as bad as people like to say the Vita was or is, it is going to be something.
These things will become collector's editions.
Yeah, it'll become a collector's item. Not only that, but it will also, it's something where you'll think about it and be like, damn, I want to play a Vita game. I want to play this. I want to play that. So definitely do that. Also, PlayStation Plus, this is the last month of PlayStation Plus games for the PS3 and PS Vita. So any games that you have gotten for free from the PS Vita, from the PS Vita, for the PS Vita or the PlayStation 3, you have to download them all to your system, because if you don't, you will lose them and you won't be able to download them for free and play them. You'll actually have to purchase them. So if you do have any free games, download them now so that you have them. And yeah, that's it, man. The end of an era, man. Vita, and it's messed up because the Vita really is a quality console, man. That's the stuff that throws me off. Like, the Vita really was or really is a good console, and it has some really good games on it. I mean, a lot of the indies that you're seeing on Switch, Vita was getting some of those same indies. Same thing with Japanese games. You know, all these, niche Japanese games that people claim they like, Vita was getting a lot of them. So I really, to this day, I still don't understand why the Vita didn't do better. But I mean, part of it could be because it was ahead of its time. But just look at what you could do with the Vita. And I always make the comparison to the Switch, and I'm going to continue to make the comparison to the Switch, because it's the perfect thing to compare to, because people say they want console-like experiences on the go. 3 years ago, they weren't singing that same tune. They were saying, oh, I don't want console-like experiences on the go. So maybe Vita released ahead of its time, but Demi, give me your thoughts, man.
The Vita launched in 2012, didn't it?
Yeah.
So it had a good 7-year run. That's the average span of the average lifetime span. Mm-hmm. So kind of sucks to see it go, because I thought they would have supported it a little bit more, and it didn't get support. Let's not get it twisted. I thought it would get like more first party support rather than third party indies, you know. Mm-hmm. But I'm rocking with it, man. I got my Vita right here sitting with me. I appreciate it. I'm not letting it go, getting rid of it. I still got games to beat on here. But man, it hit me with like a sudden realization. It's the last month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The last month, bro. Mm-hmm. The last month, PS Plus, April, it's going down in my birthday month, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, man. Now, I wonder when the 3DS will follow the same suit, because...
Listen, man, they're going to have to get that out the paint soon, because Switch is definitely about to be the everyman console for everything.
Yeah, that's the John Everyman console, right?
That's that John Everyman, bro. You playing everything on there, bro. Consoles and handheld.
They got to start doing it, man, because, look. Vita going, next to 3DS going to go. I don't think 3DS gonna go, but man, the Vita going, it hurt, man. I got mine in like 2015, 2016. And I've been playing this for like 3 years almost, bro. Mm-hmm. I remember when I first got my Vita, I cashed out. Like, I spent like 120 on games. I'm like, damn.
Oh man, I first got the Vita, man. I still got old pictures. I'm gonna post them up on Twitter. I gotta find them. When I first bought the Vita, I had the 3G version, 3G Wi-Fi version, and I had Pokemon. I mean, not Pokemon. Lord, I had Uncharted, Golden Abyss, and I had Blaze Blue, and I had what did I have Muramasa, or did that come after? I think Muramasa came after. Those are the first two games that I had, but I had the case. It was great, and I had the OLED, and I sold it because I didn't appreciate it at the time. And then I bought a new one like a year later, but I couldn't buy the OLEDs because they stopped making them. I was like, oh God. So I got the newer version.
That could have been a collector's item, bro.
Listen, bro, I kick myself every time, man. So, yeah, the Vita is a great console. It really is. It has a lot of good games, too, especially if you're into Japanese games. A lot of good Japanese titles. But yeah, let's move.
It's may rest in peace and live a happy retirement with his wife and family.
Facts. Yo, let's move on, man. Yo, so Bayo in Mortal Kombat 11. Yee, damn me. Throw your thoughts out there for the people, bro. What you think about Bayonetta in Mortal Kombat 11?
You know, as hype as it sounds, this is not the character I want for Mortal Kombat 11. I don't think she's gonna be as brutal as I want it to be. Like, yeah, she's cool in design and she fits games, mainly like Marvel and Smash, but I don't see her working for like Mortal Kombat. Now, if she does get in, it's gonna be cool, but I gotta see how like she would apply herself. Because I like even in the Bayonetta games really aren't that brutal and gory, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I'm not really hyped. Like, I really don't care. If she does come or she doesn't, it doesn't really affect me that much at all. But if she does, I'll definitely try her out when the game releases. But I'm not really hyped like I would be for, like, somebody else. If it was, like, you know, Darth Vader or something, I'd be like, oh, that's crazy. Or if it was, like, one of the Power Rangers or something in there, I'd be like, yo, that's crazy. But Bayonetta, I ain't really jumping off walls for Bayonetta, so, you know.
Bro, you know what it is, bro?
What?
And I still say this. I don't think Tekken should have got Negan, because Negan would have fit this game so perfectly.
Yeah, I think Negan is a little more brutal, especially looking at the show. Negan is definitely a lot more brutal than a Tekken platform. I think he would have been perfect for MK, especially with the bat with the razor wires. Like, his super could have been when he slaps the bat gets stuck in your head. And he has to pulls off like half your face or something with the batters. I don't know. It just, man, that was a missed opportunity.
Now I expect like the Nintendo Switch version to get like some exclusive stuff. Mm-hmm. Bayo is not a character I want. Like, you could have got Ganondorf, and he could have been a lot more cool, bro. God,
yo, Ganondorf. I don't think Nintendo want to do that, though. Yo, Ganondorf could have been so crazy, bro.
Like, bro, like, there's so many more characters you could pick that could have just got so brutal, bro.
Could you imagine Link in Mortal Kombat? Yo, Link in Mortal Kombat. I don't think Nintendo want to do that. Or Mario.
Nintendo ain't ready for that, bro.
Yeah, or Mario. Somebody in Mortal Kombat. They ain't built for that. Not just yet, man. Yo, that'd be so great though.
Yeah, man, you could have got like old boy from Man World, bro. Jack with the chainsaw arm. Oh my God, bro. You know who I still say should be in Mortal Kombat though?
Who?
Doom guy.
Doom
fits. The guy from Doom.
Oh, I'm thinking his name is Doom guy. I'm like, who the hell is Doom guy? Oh, you know what? I'd rather have the guy from Wolfenstein.
Ooh. Are we talking after two?
Yeah, after 2. Yeah. I would want the guy from Wolfenstein for sure, cause that game is so gory anyway, and bloody, and he fits, like he fits the mold of a Mortal Kombat world, where like cutting people
EJ
up,
Blazkowicz.
Yeah, like he would. Yo, he would be so savage. Yo, real talk, I'm kind of glad they didn't put Shaggy. They're not putting Shaggy in the game. I'm being honest.
I low key.
Yo,
I low key want it, bro. After all the memes, bro, I low key want it now, bro.
Nah, I don't. You know why I don't want it, bro? Because when you think of Scooby Doo, you think of like some real innocent shit. Like these some innocent. Yo, listen, these some innocent kids that are solving mysteries and stuff like that. Jinkies, like. Yo, listen, I wouldn't want to see Shaggy.
Oh, my God.
I wouldn't want to see Shaggy stabbing people and cutting people. Like, I really, low-key, I wouldn't want to see that. I'm going to be honest. That's something I really, really wouldn't want to see, honestly. Honest to God, I wouldn't want to see that because I don't know if my childhood could take that.
So you mean to tell me you would want to see Shaggy and Master Ultra Instinct?
Yo, listen. No, I don't. Yo, listen. Listen, all right, the memes have been great. And one of my favorite, I don't even know, you know what? I want to find it now. Hold on, because now y'all got me.
One of my favorite memes is when they playing that Crip Walk instrumental from Rich the Kid. And it like had Shaggy and Scooby, like the pimp clothes they was wearing in the movie, bro. Genius.
Oh, I think I know which one you talk about.
Genius stuff, bro. And I can't get enough.
I want to find the Shaggy one because now I want y'all to see it because it's funny.
Are you challenging me?
Are you? Yo, listen, bro.
Why he tries to find his Shaggy meme? Listen.
Yo, listen. I'm looking for it because I retweeted it, so I'm about to find it.
Out of all the characters they could have got from like Nintendo games as like Nintendo exclusive characters, bro, Ganondorf would like definitely be my first pick.
Yo, I'm thinking about it now. Oh, here we go. Yo, listen, guys. Hold up, son. I'm about to shit my screen. Yo, one of the best. This is probably, no bullshit, this is probably the best Shaggy meme out of all of them, in my opinion, of course. But this is the best one.
Are you challenging me?
Yo, listen. That's the best one. I'm sorry, I want y'all to see that. So I'm glad that Shaggy's not in the game, honestly. What else? You know what I would want? No bullshit. I would want I wouldn't mind seeing Master Chief or Phoenix in there or somebody.
Oh yeah, Marcus Phoenix, yeah, definitely.
Marcus. Yeah, Marcus with the chainsaw gun. That would be his fatality. As
these Gears characters are, I'm surprised I haven't seen one.
Yo, Marcus Phoenix would be so beast. Marcus or Master Chief or Link.
He would have been crazy. Master Chief would have got brutal on him, bro.
Yeah. He would have. He definitely would have. He definitely.
Yeah, because PlayStation version had Kratos.
No, I think that was that. I thought that was Soul Calibur. Was that? No. Was that
no. MK9 had Kratos. If I'm not,
I kind of wish they would put this Kratos in there though, with the axe, man. That would be dope. Real talk, you know who would be a good Nintendo character? Bowser. Oh.
Yeah, MK9 had Kratos.
What's up, Miss Key? Hold up, Miss Key.
Yeah, Bowser would be sick. God, Bowser just ripping you to shreds or burning you up. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Bowser would be perfect. Bowser would be perfect for sure. Yeah, that's
If his game didn't flop, I would say Travis touchdown from No More Heroes.
Hold on, guys. I detect the First Lady is in the building.
Oh.
Whoa. The first and last lady of MOG.
Huh?
Miss Leash, capiche?
Oof. Big oofs this morning.
So me and Debbie,
Big
we talked with the people of the chat, and we've all decided that your fine for this week will be about $500, payable to at mogandfriends@gmail.com.
Big oofs.
We'll when can we expect that 500 from you?
This whole damn Saturday is one big oof.
One big oof.
When can we expect that 500 from you?
The answer is wait for it. I gotta wait till I get my taxes back.
And you got a kid, so we about to be eating today. We about to be eating lunch. She about to get that smooth 3,500. You feel me?
Bruh.
What's
Hello,
up,
everybody.
Say what's up to the people.
Hi, guys. How you doing? Wasn't it a great show today? I'm just here making my cameo appearance. You know, I just landed, went on a nice little trip to Sleepy Town. Just landed maybe like 30 minutes ago. So I ran to to be on the show with my brothers. So yeah, bro, I'm just like
ragging all. Yeesh.
Oh my God, one big oof.
Big oof walking out. I mean, better late than never. We pretty much are at the end of the show, though.
I figured. You know when you wake up and scream?
Yes. She woke up. Oh shit.
I legit woke up and screamed. Like, what the? Oh, God. But yes, I'm here. Y'all caught me at the tail end, but at least y'all caught me. So here I am. What are y'all talking? Y'all about to wrap up for real?
We were talking about the characters coming to Mortal Kombat 11. So one of the characters supposedly is supposed to be Bayonetta. So we were just talking about what characters we would want.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we were talking about what characters we would want to see in Mortal Kombat 11. Even though you don't play fighters, give us like one or two characters you would want to see, and it could be any. It don't have to be like. It could be any character from like any game or wherever that you would want to see in a game. So give us like one or two.
You know, it'd be something real cool, like and this is just me being me. A Dead by Daylight in a Mortal Kombat crossover.
All right, why even ask? Why we even ask this?
That would be so fire. I haven't played Dead by Daylight in like a week, so I'm probably going through withdrawals right now. So, but that'd be fire, like, because they already have some of the like serial killers on there. Because I think they had like, well, Dead by Daylight don't have Jason, but they had Jason, they had Freddy, and they had Leatherface, right?
On Dead by Daylight?
No, on
Mortal Kombat.
On Mortal Kombat, yeah.
Mortal Kombat had Leatherface?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Unpopular opinion, no more horror characters.
But if they threw like one of the survivors in there, that'd be cute. Okay. But that's just me, being me. I'm trying to think. I think I walked in when y'all was talking about like Master Chief. That would actually be fire, or Marcus Phoenix would be fire. And I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm trying to throw in a girl character. I can't think of one. No, y'all gotta excuse me. I just woke up.
One of them Overwatch characters would be dope.
One of the Overwatch characters.
Yeah, one of them Overwatch characters would be dope. Like Tracer or somebody, like, be into the game. That'd be cool. I would like that. That'd be funny.
But yeah, that would be a good pick. A Dead by Daylight Mortal Kombat crossover where you could finally attack the killers. That'd be amazing. I'd probably play that.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. No lie, that was our last topic.
I figured.
That was. Give us your thoughts real quick on Xbox bringing Game Pass and stuff like that to the Switch. How do you feel about that?
I'm not really a fan. I see a whole bunch of people like, oh my God, this is so good for gaming. I'm like, huh? Like, I don't think I'm gonna like that crossover.
Finally, somebody that understands where I'm coming from.
I'm curious. Like, break it down why you like feel like that, because you are. For those that don't know, Leisha is like, she prefers Xbox. So I'm curious.
Because it's like, then what? what about competition? Like, we've talked about this before. Like, I understand, like, you want certain things to be like seamless. Like, the reason why I have basically all Apple products is because I need them to connect a certain way, and it's so easy to connect one Apple product to another. But I think in this case, it's like, if I have an Xbox, I want an Xbox. If I have a Nintendo Switch, I want a Nintendo Switch. Like, I don't want those two to ever touch. It's like your greens and your mac and cheese touching. The green juice from your greens, and it's touching your mac and cheese. Throw the whole plate in the trash. The only two things that are supposed to touch is the macaroni and cheese and the yams. That's it. Well, sweet potatoes for some people.
Oh man, that's so good.
Yeah,
too,
for some people who don't eat yams, sweet potatoes. But yeah, like, I'm not really a fan of this whole coming together in the gaming world thing. The crossing over of systems. I'm not really a fan of it. I want to see how it's gonna work because I'm curious. I mean, it would be nice to have something Game Pass-esque on the Switch.
Well, that's what it is. Like, they're talking about.
It's literally Game Pass, but I'd rather it not be Game Pass, but something similar to Game Pass. So, yeah, because it's like, give me something where I get the Nintendo exclusives for a certain amount a month.
Listen, Demi, wasn't we talking about that, bro? Like, what would?
I'd rather that.
But that's the good question though, Leash.
Like, what do you get in return?
You probably just get the Microsoft exclusives. You don't I'm pretty sure they're just giving you the Microsoft exclusives like they normally do, and then the Nintendo exclusives you still got to come out of pocket. Give me, instead of doing that craziness, just give me something where I can get Nintendo exclusives for a certain amount a month. I mean, albeit it might be a little bit more than Game Pass.
Nintendo Switch Online. That's what they're gonna give you, them old games. Call it a wrap.
Nah, I don't want that. Yeah, I want the new games, man. I want all the new stuff.
Yeah, I want it when it drops. I mean, it's gonna be like, they're gonna charge you money. It's gonna be like PS Now or whatever, where what is it, like $20 a month?
No, is it? I think it's like 10.
Yeah, Game Pass is 10.
Game Pass is 10, but I'm talking about as far as price goes. If Nintendo was to give us a Nintendo exclusive,
better be 10. They better not go up.
Nah, it's probably gonna be more than 10.
Cause I only paid $3 for
Nintendo better not do that, man. Nintendo better not do that. No $20
I mean,
a month for no.
But you gotta think, the reason why Xbox is so cheap is because they don't have that many exclusives that they drop. So of course they're gonna give it to us for $9.99. Nintendo has more exclusives that they drop, so they're gonna.
But they also giving us at least over 100 games for $10. That's still a deal, regardless.
I mean, it's a deal, but I mean, you get to play brand new games for $10.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Nintendo needs. I don't understand where this is coming from. Like, it came out of the blue. Like, why?
Because they did the Survive Together thing.
Yeah. This all stems from, this is why I feel. I feel like it stems from the whole crossplay thing, and it's kind of just manifesting from there, because that's where the whole Survive Together, Play Together stuff came from. That manifested from the whole crossplay stuff. So now we got this
crossplay. Ugh.
Yo, listen. We spoke about crossplay too many times on this podcast, guys.
We really have. I thought it was gonna be a one-time thing. Like, whatever. We don't really need crossplay. Then all of a sudden, it's just like crossplay every week. I think we talk about crossplay.
Yeah, we talk about crossplay like 3-4 times in a row one time last year, man. It was crazy.
Shit's crazy.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Yeah.
Unity.
Did you see the Pokemon? I wanted your thoughts too. You seen the Pokemon trailer, right?
When it first came out, yeah.
Did you see the new one that they dropped earlier this week? It was nothing long. It was only 30 seconds. All right, well, they show Lickitung. You know what Lickitung is, right? Lickitung. And, he's in real life form. I wanted your thoughts on it. What you think of, the real life Pokemon and that Pokemon per se? Because looking at it, his tongue looks real. Like it looks really. It does look disgusting.
Oh no, let me look it up.
But I want your thoughts on that.
How the heck you spell lickitung?
Oh, L-I. Oh, hold on.
Because I got it. It looks nasty the way I spelled it.
You gotta type L-I-C-K-I-T-U-N-G.
L-I. Okay, hold on.
It looks ooh.
Pokemon
in the trailer, it looks. Me and Demi already spoke on that. It look
Ooh. That looks a little dirty.
Give us your thoughts on that.
Wait a minute.
What's the thoughts?
Yuck. That's my thoughts. Yuck.
That's gonna be in the movie. Enjoy that.
That looks like hardcore.
Yeah, that looked like a oof waiting to happen.
One big oof. Is this a children's movie?
Is it PG-13, Demi? I think it's PG-13. Or is it PG-13?
My God. You can see its taste buds.
Yeah, it's
my Lord. Ugh.
It's oof. Lord,
you know what it looks like? You remember that dinosaur, the little baby from the show Dinosaurs Not the Mama? Whatever the baby's called.
Oh, I thought you was talking about Land Before Time. I was gonna say he kind of do look like Land Before Time dinosaur, but nah. You talking about the other one? I know you talking about
the other one, yeah.
Yeah, he do kind of look like that. Oh my God. The movie's gonna be great, but this scene, I don't know. I guess some Pokemon just don't belong in the real world, and this is definitely one of them.
But just imagine if Pokemon were real. A lot of them would be hideous.
Yo, we were saying that one Pokemon that can never fly is Jinx. Remember Jinx?
Oh, yeah. They can't put him.
Her.
In the movie.
No, you can't even put her in. That's. Whew.
Yeah.
Have mercy.
You know, with this movie, you know what's gonna bother me?
It's gonna give me nightmares.
It's gonna be a lot of creepers that's gonna make like some lewd stuff off this movie.
What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, like those weird art stuff that people do sometimes with all that.
Yeah,
like what they did with the Bowsette stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's already a big thing for Gardevoir.
For which one?
Gardevoir.
No, I haven't heard. What is that?
Go look up Gardevoir. It's a female Pokemon.
Who?
I'm gonna throw it in the chat.
Put it in the Facebook chat too. Like Gardevoir.
Yeah.
It's a.
I've never heard of that before.
You've never heard of Gardevoir?
Is that a new Pokemon? What Pokemon is that? Listen, you gotta tell me what Pokemon that is, cause I ain't. Oof. We talking big oofs. Yo, Bob Joshi, what's good, man? Appreciate you coming through.
Oh.
I gotta see it. I want to show the chat too, so you guys send it to me. I don't know what that is.
It looks like a crystal gem, but Pokemon style.
There's a lot of weirdos behind this, and
let me show y'all this one. I know what this one is.
Apparently,
Gardevoir. What are people doing with this?
Being nasty.
They're making a lot of porn out that Pokemon.
What?
Oh no! Whoa!
Why? I don't. Why?
It's a lot of fandom behind that Pokemon for some reason.
People are weird.
Oh my God, man.
So if you see a Lickitung, scrolling through your prawn history.
That's an L. Gardevoir. Yeah, that's. I don't know. That's definitely. I don't know how people are making negatives off of that. Shame on you for doing that. That's disgusting.
Yeah. People are weird.
Oh, no.
Did you send it?
Yo, yo, what is this? Can I show this? I don't know if I should show this. I'm not going to show this, but
I wouldn't recommend showing that. No. At least check the chat.
Yo, this some weirdo stuff. What are y'all doing?
I'll check the chat. It don't look too bad.
It don't look bad, but yeah.
I pray that this movie does not give the weirdos the time to incite.
You already know what's gonna go down.
Yeah,
the weirdos are gonna go see that movie, and it's a wrap.
Pokemon.
That's gonna happen.
Pokemon.
Oh boy.
You know, I wish you would have said that in Jamaican accent.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. I'm say Pokemon.
Oh no.
But yo, guys, we at the end of the show. We gonna get into these outros, starting with the first and last lady of MOG.
Yeah, intro and outro. Hi guys.
Go ahead, you got the floor.
Hey everybody, it's me, Leash Capiche, first and last lady of MOG and Friends. Coming at you late, but better late than never. Yay. So last week I took a hiatus from streaming, but I will be back tonight. I said I was gonna be back. I might finish up BioShock. Well, try to finish up BioShock. I can't get past the last time I played, I couldn't get past like the big daddies. But hopefully, I will succeed. Yeah, normally my schedule is Saturday through Tuesday. I might throw in an extra couple of days this week coming up because I've been away for so long. But normally Saturdays through Tuesdays, 10:30. I start anywhere between 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I just keep streaming until I get tired. Yeah. That's pretty much it. And intro and outro. Thank you guys for being so patient with me and my lack of time management. Larsh Kaparsh out. All right.
Hey, definitely check out Alicia's channels. Follow her on Twitter, stuff like that. All her links are in the description. Then we got MOG guys in the building, MOG boys. Then we give us your outro, bro.
Hello. Can you hear me?
You eating the mic, bro? You good?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
hello.
We hear you. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, we hear you, bro. All right, man. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Hello.
Huh?
What's up, folks? Howdy, everybody. Demigod Reviews here. Just want to give our sleepy friend Leash a round of applause.
Okay.
I just used a round of applause soundboard too. Got you. Round of applause.
Appreciate it. You slept through the podcast, but it's all good. You still arrived.
I've arrived.
You still finished.
Arriving.
Oh, we just ain't finished too hard. Anywho, what's going on with me? I got reviews easier. I said easier. I got reviews coming through.
Better.
I got reviews coming through. I'm working on a Crackdown review, working on this Playlink review. I got everything ready for Far Cry, and I'm slowly taking my time to this Resident Evil review. So I got stuff going on in the pipeline with that. More Anthem tonight, Devil May Cry, because I want to do the streaming event for Devil May Cry where I beat all 4 games and the reboot before 5 comes out. And yeah, that's mainly on the stream cycle. Anthem, Devil May Cry, and Observer. That's something I definitely want to play Observer on Xbox. What else? You can follow me on Twitter, Demigod Reviews, Instagram, Demigod Reviews. Come subscribe to the YouTube channel and join the God Squad when you hit the notification bell icon. Hey, yo! YouTube, Demigod Reviews, and Facebook Gaming is Demigod Rev. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next, man. Play games, have fun, do what you do what you like. Don't care what people say. If you enjoy a platform, enjoy a platform. Don't be losers out here on social media. Don't be losers on Twitch. Don't be losers on YouTube. And enjoy what you like. Don't conform for anybody, because once you conform, you never come back. Stay true in your lane. Stay true to yourself. Better health, better wealth. Thanks for coming through to the podcast. Hit a like, and we'll see you next Saturday. Thanks.
Why did you say thanks like that, bruh?
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, big shout out to Demi, man. Make sure you guys check out his channel. All his links are in the description. As for me, y'all know who I am, man. I am Persona. We definitely appreciate you guys coming through today. Big shout out to everybody that came through. Lucas, EJ, Bari, Chuck, Key, the OG. Definitely appreciate you coming through. Wolflow, The Almighty Spartan, Shadow the Ghost, Andrew Wilkins, and anybody else that came through, man. Definitely appreciate the lurkers. Appreciate everybody that came through, man. I really hope you guys enjoyed the podcast today. If you did, definitely like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave some good comments now. Don't leave nothing bad. No, I'm joking. But definitely make sure you follow at MOG and Friends on Twitter, on Instagram. And also join our Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description for people that are watching us on YouTube. Also, make sure you guys also subscribe to Jay Bari's channel. I gotta put his link back in the description, but it's Jay space Bari. Also, check out Upchuck Gaming's podcast, Post on Block podcast every Tuesday, 8:30. Also, the Online Arcade. Make sure you follow them on Twitter and all that stuff. The links to their stuff are in the descriptions as well. They got a tournament today too. I don't. I think it's is it Soul Calibur or is it Dragon Ball? I forget which tournament it is today, but they do have a tournament today at 4:00 Eastern. So make sure you guys check that out as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. You all started your mornings off right with the MOG and Friends podcast. We hope you guys have a wonderful, safe weekend. Have fun, be safe. Don't do anything we wouldn't do. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. Same time, same place, same crew. And we out. Peace.